Malone. Just 1 of 5 to start the game.
Carl has been short on just about every jump shot. He could have a reason to be tired after 44 minutes the other night in Game 5 against Seattle.
Jerry Sloan irate. He felt that Grant should have been called for travel, but the ball was deflected by one of the Jazz defenders. Pippen forces a three. Won't go. Malone knocks it out of the hands of Grant. And Isley coming the other way. The Jazz shooting just 29% from the field, and there's the second illegal defense against the Trailblazers. So a technical foul, as you see Sloan. I thought maybe just looking at his colleague. And we'll have a timeout after Isley goes to the free throw line for the one-shot technical. It has been a real struggle offensively for the Jazz, but that is nothing new when they played the Blazers this year. Isley ends the drought of 4 minutes and 15 seconds without a point. Jazz still down 9. You're watching the NBA playoffs on NBC.
Taking it to John Stockton, getting the drives to the basket, knocking down the outside shot, using the pick and roll, finding the midnight as Damon Stoudemire is alive to start out Game 1 here against Utah. You see what he's done. 10 points so far. This one, he averaged just 11 points a game against Minnesota.
Stoudemire was the third leading scorer during the regular season, just over 12 a game. Isley, Russell, Malone, Ostertag, and Quincy Lewis out there for Utah. 7 on the shot clock. Russell won't go. Portland gets it back. And Stockton out with the 2 fouls. You see the difference. Now, Stoudemire was scoring even when Stockton was on the floor, but it's at the other end, the offensive end, where the Jazz obviously out of sync with Stockton on the bench.
Well, John Stockton is out of there primarily because of the 2 fouls, but normally he'd come out 6 minutes into the first quarter. That's when he gets his rest. So it's a combination of the 2 things, and I think since this is Game 1 of a 7-game series, Jerry Sloan's going to even watch the minutes more of John Stockton, having used him so much in Game 5 against Seattle. Same thing with Karl Malone. Yet he does not want to let this game get too far away from him. He knows he needs Stockton and Malone on the floor.
Malone's pass deflected, but last touch by Ostertag, and that's 4 turnovers for Utah. Minute and a half remaining in Game 1, first quarter. Wallace against Malone. Single coverage. Wallace inside. Ostertag got a piece of it, and Malone wrestles it away. Some extra elbows flying there, and the crowd not appreciative.
And Wallace running back on defense, yelled to the referee, say, hey, watch the elbows. He must have gotten clipped by a Karl Malone special.
Malone finding Ostertag, and he's fouled by Stoudemire on the way up. They had physical series last year. So far, it's been the same way this year.
Now, Portland wants to go Karl Malone when they can, too, and Wallace has that good turnaround. And Karl Malone, if he doesn't strip you down low, you can pretty much get that shot over him. But after Karl got that rebound, a little extracurricular activity, and of course, he doesn't mind hitting somebody in the opposite color shirt anytime.
Armin Gilliam comes in for Malone. He'll sit down for 1:08 here in the first quarter. Ostertag to the free throw line. Can't hit the first. Reminder, next Sunday, it's the Saturday Night Live 25th anniversary special with the funniest comedy and hottest music, plus the cast and host from 25 years together on one stage. A terrific show. Saturday Night Live 25th anniversary special in primetime next Sunday at 8, 7 Central on NBC. 2 misses from Ostertag. Stoudemire very aggressive offensively. Grant, good position down low. Ostertag, nice recovery after going for the initial fake.
Always a very dangerous time for the Utah Jazz when both John Stockton and Karl Malone are out of the game. It's really a search to try to find some offense, but they found it there from Howard Isley.
Isley, who continues to get better and better, career-high numbers in many categories this year, gives the Jazz their first field goal in nearly 6 minutes. Smith for 3. Smith has been shooting 50% from three-point range in the playoffs.
And the reason for the quick three there was Portland looking for a 2-for-1 situation. But both teams want to stay away normally from that quick outside jump shot. It's what gets them in trouble offensively.
Isley a little dangerous on the dribble, nearly knocked away. 5 on the shot clock. Russell fires in and out. And a loose ball foul called on Ostertag. And the Blazers will shoot. Not a smart foul from Ostertag with just 4.7 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Talking to the Utah coaches, they all say it is imperative that they get something from Olden Polynice and Greg Ostertag. Now, it doesn't necessarily always have to be scoring. Presence in the lane defensively, little shot blocking, some defense, catching the ball. But anytime they can score, that is a major plus, because against this big, bulky, brawny front line of Portland, they have to be some kind of a factor. Ostertag and Polynice and Armin Gilliam.
Greg Anthony comes in for Portland. Of course, the bench a big reason for the Blazers' success. Stoudemire, terrific first quarter play. And Grant now part of that bench. Detlef Schrempf checks in. Grant, of course, had the knee surgery the offseason, missed early games, and had the foot problem in March. Has not been healthy much of the year, but getting very close to 100% as he misses the free throw. And he's such a big part of their physical presence. Russell had plenty of time and took it a little bit too early. And that will end the first quarter. A rough one offensively for the Jazz. Not so, though, from David Stoudemire. As Stoudemire comes out firing not only the 10 points, but 2 assists. And perfect from the field. It's game 1 of the Western Conference semifinals here in the Rose Garden. The Trailblazers' second best record during the regular season. They've got an 8-point lead after 1. Blazers create as much problems defensively for he and the Jazz as any team in the league.
You have to make them play you the whole 24 seconds. Don't take quick shots and go to the body and rebound. That's going to be a big key in this series is the big guy stepping up and rebound.
Well, Utah was reasonably patient with the ball. They made Portland move side to side defensively. A couple of turnovers hurt, but then they didn't knock the ball down. And it caused some run-out opportunities for Portland, putting the transition defense of Utah under duress, unable to find their matchup. And consequently, the Blazers got some easy baskets of their own at the other end.
Let's send it over to Lisa Milowski.
Well, Mike, Coach Jerry Sloan was addressing just that issue. He said to his guys, you are not getting to your spots on offense. I want you to push the ball up, but that doesn't mean taking just one shot. Make them play defense. Move the ball on offense. Mike?
Thank you, Lisa. Interesting lineup Sloan has out there right now. Jacques Vaughn, Howard Isley, Quincy Lewis, Armin Gilliam, and Greg Ostertag. There's Russell, Malone, Stockton, and Hornacek all on the bench right now.
Now, Jerry Sloan did tell us last night that he was going to go deeper to his bench because of the amount of minutes that his core players had to play in Game 5, and this being Game 1 of this series, to try to get a feeling out process. See who's, as he said, not worn their tuxedo to the game.
Gilliam flips it up there, does not get the bounce. Had a good look, but that was not a good shot. Gilliam has struggled shooting in the playoffs. They need him when Malone sits down to provide some offensive punch down low. Grant swatted away. Lewis coming over to help out on defense.
So far, the size of Greg Ostertag, just standing straight and tall, keeping his arms up, has bothered Brian Grant.
Ostertag, one of the leading shot blockers, always in the top 10 despite limited minutes. Gilliam tied up, bad pass stolen by Schrempf. Schrempf wants to post up Jacques Vaughn. Smith wisely looks to take advantage, and Schrempf can't connect.
You know, Mike, Armin Gilliam really isn't a low post player back to the basket. That doesn't mean he can't score that way. He likes to catch the ball facing at about 17 feet, either side, preferably the right side. And he's got a very good move going into the lane with his left hand, but he's got to step out and face up to be effective.
Lewis, the rookie, knocks it down from 3. Terrific shooter at Minnesota. He's been inconsistent in the NBA in his rookie season, which is no surprise. A lot of young players go through that.
Well, you come to Jerry Sloan with a scoring mentality, which Quincy Lewis has, having led the Big Ten in scoring. You better learn defense in a hurry if you're going to get any playing time.
It's not shortchanged. The Jazz defense, always one of the better defensive teams, as Anthony misfires. The Blazers have now missed their last 8 shots. 5-point lead for Portland. 2 minutes gone by in the second. And Sloan, with his best players on the bench, getting some quality minutes right now. Grant, the rebound. Well, what a difference he makes when he's healthy. Brian Grant provides such toughness down low.
And gives his team an identity with how hard